gotten tired of being asked about Aaron Rodgers?
I mean,
Depends on who it is.
no, it hasn't really hasn't. I mean, it's been like that like my whole career. So like everyone, if
Especially the last 4 or 5 years.
if it ain't one thing, it's another type thing with him. So, I mean, kudos to him. He's definitely like always being talked about. Very mysterious. I think he kind of likes that. But I mean, honestly, it's been kind of chill as of late. He's a Jet now, so it's a Jets problem. So
Is he
Is he officially a Jet?
no, but I mean, he's gonna be like.
Allegedly.
What are they else gonna happen?
Well, it's weird because if you're the
I know,
Packers,
right?
what are you going to ask for Aaron? He's older. He's on the back end of his career. He could literally the last 3 years have been like, is he retiring? What's he
Yep.
doing? What's the deal? And so he could literally go play for the Jets for 1 year and then retire. Is that worth a first round pick?
It doesn't but what are you going to do? I almost feel like Aaron has the leverage because if the Packers don't deal him, he could just, he's got it. He's got it all. He can just not show up. He can literally hold you hostage. He's got the leverage.
And I feel like
That's how I feel about it.
yeah.
Or option 3.
Yeah. Tell us how,
And this is
tell us
what I've
what
also
option
thought
3
about
could
is,
be.
again, I'm not being a homer. They're just thinking about the
Oh, God.
situations. Just hear it out. Is the Packers are rebuilding, whether you think so or not. They don't could they be good? I don't know. Could they be bad? Probably if you're betting, more people are going to think they're going to be bad than good.
Mhm.
Right? Isn't that fair to say?
Fair.
So then they'll be like, well, we're going to suck anyways. We want what we want, and we're not going to bend anyone, so we'll just eat it. You can stay sell and retire. We'll pay you. We don't care because we're going to, if we're going to do it our way, it's going to be on our terms. If not, what are we, like, we're going to be Super Bowl contenders anyway, so we'll eat it. You can hang on the side. We'll pay you your money, and then we'll suck anyways. Get the picks. As compared to dealing him for something that you shouldn't have, you could potentially look like an idiot to not only president and the board, but everyone else around the league. Thinking from the GM's perspective, put yourself on the hot seat, and then potentially, have your job come called to question. So I look at all these like ways you can deal it. I don't think it'd get that contentious. I do think they'll probably come to an agreement. He'll get traded. They'll get what they want, and then time will probably say whether it was who won what. But I'm saying there, I do think that could be a third option if things got so
You're
bad.
right. You're right. I've
Jets
changed
just
my
say,
mind.
no, we want this, and that's it, because we know we're gonna get them. Like, okay, well
going
then
somewhere else.
Well, because
what were you thinking? 'Cause I think there's
I was
multiple
thinking
options.
they just say no, and Aaron still plays for the Packers next year, which I think is not happening.
Yeah, I can't
regardless.
say. I think that has officially probably been put to rest.
Yeah.
I think they
gotta
gave
be
the keys to Jordan. Said that
I was going to
the
say,
last thing you want to do is like flip.
you say suck. It's like they want to move forward with Jordan Love, somebody they drafted in the first round and probably feel good about. It's like you never know. Either way, they want to move forward with Jordan Love. So
You look at history.
you're right.
You
It's
look at
like,
history with the Packers. I mean, when Aaron came in, Favre, that whole thing was essentially the same situation.
yeah.
It's crazy. The entering of Aaron into the Packers organization, very like it eerie similar to how Jordan is, and same with the exit of himself, very eerie similar to Brett. It's like kind of weird how time is.
Yeah, time is circle. History repeats itself.
circle.
Exactly. So again, like I said, I don't know. Could the Packers be really good? Yeah, I certainly would love that and hope so. But also, I'd be ignorant to say that. Is this look like a rebuild? Probably.
The
So-
Packers probably won't eat it, though. They'll probably take whatever the best deal they can actually
But if they feel like they're getting
get out of it.
like I think there's a principle aspect to it. If you feel like you're going to get fucked over so much where you're like, you know what, screw it. Were we going to go to the Super Bowl? Everyone was saying we probably weren't anyway, so fuck it. We'll hold on to him, eat it. Our cap will make the cap, which I think they're in position to take on his full salary, because obviously they wouldn't want to like show their hand and then just be like, okay, fine then. We know we're not going to use you. We appreciate everything you're doing. Like, fuck you to the other teams that aren't giving us what we want. We're not going to just give you whatever you want, Aaron, because so I can see it all going in different ways, because I see Aaron's leverage, I see the Jets' leverage, I see the Packers' leverage. I'm like, it's fun to talk about.
It is.
But
Right.
I mean, I think
Game of Thrones.
yeah, I think the most simple thing
More
is going
going
to
on.
be they'll get whatever picks that they really wanted. Obviously,
So, right. They'll come to
yeah,
some
it'll
kinda-
come before the draft. They'll
Yeah.
get it, they'll use it, and then time's going to show us.
Because even that leverage that you're talking about with the Packers, like just that ability to be like, hey, we can not do anything, and we're prepared to do that. If you can walk away, like that's the strongest kind of leverage to have. So at least you'll still get
Is it
as
likely
much
though?
as you
Like,
can.
could you see an organization doing that? I don't fucking think so. Like, but is
But
it
that-
possible?
But that tactic
Yeah.
will get you some more.
Yeah, I mean, like it's a
When the
bureaucracy
time
there.
comes.
Like, there's so many people that have to agree on it because there isn't like an owner. But if you're an owner and you feel jaded by a guy and like slighted by him, like you see certain big name guys get like Odell felt very slighted from the Giants. and they have an owner, they'd be like, you know what, F you, we're going to send you to like basically like where careers go to die. We're going to send you to Cleveland at the time.
Yeah.
That's where
And then,
careers go to die.
Like old before.
Nothing's really changed.
Yeah, until
Like,
they start winning.
The only thing that's changed
True.
with Cleveland is every offseason they're the Super Bowl winners.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's very
Like,
true.
the only person's career that's not dying there is who's the freak?
Miles Garrett.
Miles Garrett.
Dude, that guy's a stud.
He's just a fucking stud.
Yeah.
It's just one freak, one horny guy, and a bunch of dudes doing their best. And a bunch of them dudes doing their best.
But you're right. There's some personal that gets involved, but it's always still thought out in a way to where you make something shake.
Yeah,
You're right. Though.
Yeah, I mean, like
I
if
take
you want
back
to,
the Aaron has all the leverage thing.
yeah, I mean, again, like Aaron's my
That's a thought.
guy. I totally like, I would absolutely be on his side with that. But like, I look at the whole situation. I'm like, okay, I see probably where the Packers are posturing, see where the Jets are posturing, I see where Aaron's posturing, and like what, take out all the bias, like what really could happen. Like, okay, go look at, try and gather as much information and go look at what's plausible. Packers obviously feel this way. That's probably why they're standing on what they're standing on. Aaron obviously probably going on saying the things he said because the leverage he has, which we all see. And then obviously with the Jets. So it's going to be interesting. I think I'm going to sit back and just watch. That's when people come ask me. I'm like, dude,
We're all watching.
Popcorn's out.
yeah. So I'm like, this is good TV. Like, fuck
Yeah,
it. Like,
yeah.
I get good. I can just shit talk Aaron about it the entire time whenever I want. Like, this is funny. Like, it's
From a
good
personal
time.
standpoint, though, it's got to hurt a little bit. Like it's the changing of the tides.
yeah. I mean,
And that is one of your best
one.
friends. It seems like you guys are incredibly close.
yeah. 100% yes. But like two, we can relate on this. Like, it's look at our careers. Like, things come, things go, things happen. I'm sure in your like time in with the Titans, like you saw your homies that were there, and then your homies started getting cut and getting released. Guys you thought were untouchable start getting cut, and then you realize like, you know what? It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
Yeah.
So when I started accepting that like years ago, I'm like, yeah. I mean, Aaron, who's like, of course, you think the most untouchable person. I'm like, I know what's gonna happen at some point.
Mhm.
So I'm like, dude, go get yours. If you want to go somewhere, like, I will never be jaded by your business decision because I always care more about Aaron than I do about 12.
Yeah.
Like for the Green Bay Packers. So go
That's a nice quote.
go do your thing, man. Like I'm cool with that. And I've said that to,
Trailer.
thank you. I've said that to like all my teammates once I understood it back in like, I think when Josh Sitton got cut. For
Mhm.
me, that was my like, holy shit. Josh Sitton's was my left guard.
Bro, yeah, you guys
For the
had
first 3 years.
a nice little room. It seemed like
I was
you guys
sick.
seemed super close back then.
Yeah, like honestly, we had, that was probably like when someone says like the good old days, like you wish you knew when you're in the good
That
old days.
office quote. Yeah.
So that was that I mean, that I would say in my tenure, like that was the closest like that room has been. Like just a bunch of studs, fun. But yeah, like once I saw guys getting cut and getting chopped during that era, I was like, okay, so I mean it happens, dude. So I've always told like any guy, I even told Corey, I'm like, dude, go get yours. I would never be jaded I'd be more jaded if you took less money because you thought that like, oh, I got to be with my guys and not take care of yourself. Like
Right.
I'm still gonna like you no matter what. I said to Devontae, I said to Corey, I've said it to even Elton coming up. I'm like, go do what's best for you. Don't think about, take your emotion or like friendship stuff out of it. Like this is a business, so